Wow. Polaris is being sold. No, actually, Indian is being sold. Actually, Polaris is selling Indian. How about that? Polaris is selling Indian. Off. Wow. Well, I wonder what the hell that means. It's just like shocking. Like Polaris is selling Indian. And like that's one of my favorite motorcycles. We'll see what's going on with that. Also, and we knew this. We knew this. This is not something we didn't know. But now it's being leaked publicly that the cops, the Canadian police, along with the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, I'm sure, and all these other alphabets they have up there, are officially watching Satan's Choice Motorcycle Club. And we knew that. We knew that was going to happen. We knew that was happening from day one. Now they're coming out and talking about it, and we'll take a look at that. And also, what is next for you know those 14 guys that belonged to that were thug riders? And I don't know if they're still thug riders. Like a lot of times when you go to jail and stuff, like you get this like epiphany. You get this just amazing like, and then then those guys find Jesus and stuff, and they don't want to do it no more. It's just like once you see those jail cell doors, like when you see the jail cell doors and those suckers slam shut, then you be like, And I don't know what it is about jail cell doors, but they have this way of bringing you to a new kind of thing that the moment you hear them, you just be like, oh my goodness, I just realized something I didn't realize before. But in any case, what's next for them? We got a new story that talks about what they're going to be doing next to them, with them, about them. Those guys that created all that mayhem up in Ohio, really kind of crazy. Anyway, those are the things we'll be talking about this morning when we come right back after our brief introduction. And I'm glad you guys are with me. And give me about a minute and 7 seconds. We'll be right back.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books, then you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe to get updated biker news with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube biker news craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Darker than naked hits the ski, rapping Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for leather vest from the Mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the Mighty Black Sabbath. MC, where he paid his dues and he earned his stripes. From prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kiss Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated biker news with MC Protocol.
Wow. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Hey, it's your boy Black Dragon. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker News, the Biker News Network, the Black Dragon Biker News Network. And I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. And I'd like to introduce my co-host, as we are the only Biker News and MC Protocol channel in the entire world to have our very own Dr. Logic!
What's up, everyone? What's up, Black Dragon? How are you doing today, sir?
I'm good, man. Your microphone is booming today.
My microphone is booming.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you don't put up that screen and have me echo.
Hey, man, what's up with you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm reading the comments. I'm doing the comments. SSW Custom Sewing said, can I do a video on pipe tobacco and the joys and benefits of smoking a pipe? I can.
Do you smoke a pipe?
Yeah.
I've never seen you with a pipe. Oh, I don't think we can do that. I don't think you can actually put one on up here. Will Wall Street McLeod facts? Everybody's a G until reality sets in. Uh-oh. The folks are talking in the comments already.
My two pipes that I smoke, I gotta get some more.
You can't show that. You can't show that.
I can't show the pipe.
No.
It's a pipe.
No tobacco products and stuff, bro. That's
not a tobacco product.
Yes, it is. You gotta
paraphernalia.
Understand the algorithm. They'll shut the whole thing down.
We don't want that to happen.
Mm-hmm. Mike Ball be doing it.
Will you get shut down?
I don't know how bad YouTube is on it, but TikTok
get shut down?
TikTok will shut your live down. It would have been already shut down.
Oh, okay. I just flashed it. It was just a flash.
Yeah. Hopefully that didn't get us demonetized.
Mike Ball said he never used tobacco products either.
There you go. Oh yeah, that's right. It's a vape. Indian has been sold off a few times in its history, but this could be a better thing for Indian.
It's always been a better thing every time they get sold.
No, the first couple times they were sold, like back when we did the movie Biker Boys, Indian wasn't doing too good. I got to ride Lawrence Fishburne's Indian. They gave him one. And he brought it to the movie set so I could ride it. I got to ride Lawrence Fishburne's Indian. It was cool. Yeah.
Did you see the AI stuff that's coming out saying there's going to be a Biker Boys too?
I've been seeing it.
You've seen that?
Yeah. Yeah. But no. It ain't. I'd like to see a new Biker Boys. It would be beautiful. But no.
So we can see you do this again?
You saw that? That was my 15 minutes of
your approval.
Yeah, we invented that during the movie. Like, oh my goodness! I tried to make everything and it's funny that because so much of what we did back then has become standard of things that happen now, but they weren't particularly standard.
This one we should have refund. We should have refund for this episode.
We should have what?
Reef.
Why?
Because he's an Indian guy. He's like a representative for their test riding their bikes and all kinds of stuff for them.
Oh, maybe you can get us on somebody from India to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. See how does it affect? What's the background story?
Well, yeah, we want to know. But anyway, Mike says I never used tobacco products either. Hugh Hefner smoked a pipe. Yes, he did. Do you think Hugh Hefner was a perv? We have to have that talk one day. There's all kinds of channels about smoking different cigars and pipes and different things. Yeah, but you can't do it live. That's the thing. Oh, Jeremias Gonzalez wants us to check out his channel. Can you actually go to a link like that? You gotta send it to me. Black Dragon at blacksabbathmc.com.
I'm opening it up right now.
Well, there you go. Okay, so let's get to the stories here. First story, first things first. Let's see. We got to dig way down. Okay.
Well, you know what? Well, that's YouTube. I mean, that's Facebook. Our guy Swole. Swole does a Sunday morning thing, and he's sitting in his car puffing on a cigar, talking about news.
Is it on YouTube?
It's on Facebook.
Okay. YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok have slightly different terms of service.
Okay.
All right. I know if you even bring a cigarette to your mouth on a TikTok live, it's done.
It's done. Okay.
It's done. But Mike does smoke on YouTube live, so maybe it's not just. I gotten to the point I ain't pushing none of it. Like, do you know you can't show a weapon live on any of them? You can do. There are YouTube weapons channels, but you can't have a weapon on live.
Not a real weapon. Like if you're doing martial arts.
Yeah, not a gun. Weapon. I mean a gun. Can't have a pistol.
Okay, got you.
Mike Ball acknowledges TikTok. You can't play with.
Can't play with TikTok.
No, they're not.
What's going? Good morning, Mountain Woman. I was gonna say what's going on, but I'll say good morning.
Good morning, Mountain Woman. All right, today's story. Share the screen here. Police are monitoring the resurgence of the outlaw motorcycle gang, Satan's Choice in Northern Ontario. We like to say motorcycle club, but that's how they. Social media indicates new chapters are popping up in cities, including Sudbury, Thunder Bay, Oshawa, Hamilton. Well, you guys are behind. They're all over Canada now. And from what I understand, what I've heard, is they have 11 chapters in the United States already.
Wow, really? 11?
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
That's fast.
Not really. Not really for today's age, today, how things go today in today's world. I mean,
were they popular when they were out before the patch over? Were they popular in the United States?
No, nobody had ever heard of them.
So that's why I'm saying. That's why I would think that was kind of fast for it to grow that fast in the continental United States.
Not really. Not with the folklore behind them. Okay. Like they were the second largest motorcycle club in the world when they were taken over. And half of them went to the Outlaws and half of them went to the Hells Angels, which the Hells Angels wound up becoming the dominant motorcycle club throughout all of Canada. So they were a prize when they were split up and taken over. They were a prize then. So with the folklore behind them and them being an original, and check this out, one-piece patch. 1%
Outlaw Club.
So for those of you,
where does it say MC? Does it say MC? I don't see it on that patch.
Wow.
Unless it's like in the flame or somewhere.
That's interesting. I never noticed. Let's see, Satan's Choice MC, and then we'll look for images. Maybe, yeah, they don't have MC in the patch. Yeah. This is an original one-piece patch club, bro.
Without the MC.
So for those of you, you gotta have 3-piece patch to be
a 4-piece, 3-piece, 4-piece, 5-piece.
Yeah. No, you don't.
Yeah. I just find that quite interesting. They don't even have MC on it.
But get it twisted and don't be thinking they're an MC and see what.
Right. That part.
Yeah.
You're not an MC because you don't have MC on it.
And so let's go look at this old pet picture right here. This is an old picture. No, it doesn't look. This is Pinterest. Dan, can I have
you got Pinterest wants you to sign up, sign your life away, give us your zip code, social security number.
Holy moly, can we just get the picture, please? Okay, let me just Look at this old Satan slaves. They don't have it either. They're all these one-piece patches from the old days. I love it. I love it
They
because
don't have MC on it. So did
the
that
rah-rah
start, man?
boys, we can tell the rah-rah boys to kiss your ass because they don't know what they're talking about. You can see it in the old patches. Like here's the Satan slaves. They do have MC on theirs. Come
They
on,
do.
can I have the picture, please? But the old one-piece patches. And this was very, very common in California. It's still among the black clubs there. A lot of them don't have three-piece patches. Never did. Okay, it gave it to me finally. Thank you. You got to just be persistent at it. But as you look at the old Satan's Choice patch from eons ago, can I have the picture, please? It's really daunting trying to get that picture. And you know what? I wanted to zoom in on it and see. Okay, we'll do it that way. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nope, it still doesn't have it there.
No, it's not there, which is what I kind of wanted to see. Yeah, it's just Satan's Choice on y'all's ass.
That's interesting. Interesting.
And this was back before. I don't see the diamond, but you do see 1% right here, but not particularly necessarily a diamond, for instance.
Hey, Black Dragon, let me ask you this question, man, just for educational purposes and stuff. When did that 1% patch come out? Is that an old thing or more of a newer thing?
So there's two stories about the where the 1% patch came from. Okay, so there are two clubs that claim to have started the 1% patch. That is the pagans claim to have started it, and the Hells Angels claim to have started. So the Hells Angels started the patch in 1958, and you'll find that in my book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101. Get the book. Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, available on Amazon, Kindle, and at blackdragonsgear.com. But in 1958, the Hells Angels brought together, they designed the 1% patch that we mostly see. It looks like the patch from the Big Red One, the Marines. And a lot of times when a 1%er will come up to a Marine and says, "You got the Big Red One diamond patch on," the Marine can look back and say, "Yeah, because it was copied from our patch. We had it first. So get away from me." But it was designed, and then the Hells Angels determined the clubs that were worthy to wear it and called them all together in a meeting to say, okay, we're going to be 1%ers. This is the patch, and this is who gets to wear it, and this is what color yours will be. So theirs was red and white, and everybody got a color design for their patch. And believe it or not, there were black clubs that were invited to that meeting. So in the first 1%ers in the United States of America, a lot of people never knew the Frisco Rattlers was a black club, one of the first clubs in the country, along with the Hells Angels and others, to wear that 1% diamond. Now, crazy, most of the black clubs during the time were like, this is 1958. They were like, there is no way in hell we're putting that diamond on us. We already got a target on us. It's this black skin.
There's a Hero Benson 2 years ago sat down with a group of all of us at the Ride to Eat, and he told
why does that name sound familiar? Did we just interview him or something? Or I seen his name. I seen his name recently.
Hero's the OG from Chosen Few.
Okay. A matter of fact, I think one of the guys from Chosen Few just posted a picture up.
Yeah,
in my group of him, and that's why
he's the masked man. Call him the masked man. He told the story, Black Dragon, what you're saying, and then he went into when did the black motorcycle set in California started wearing and why they wore it, why they didn't want to wear it, and everything. So yeah, it was very interesting. I mean, he had everybody captivated.
There was no way in hell black men back then was getting ready to put that diamond on.
Yeah.
And when I did the research for this book, I talked to a lot. So there were black outlaw clubs, but they had other things to indicate that they were outlaws instead of diamonds. So like, for instance, if you see old black clubs with choppers, like we just saw this Satan's Satan's sidekicks, whatever they were, Satan something. Satan's slaves. They had the choppers, the chopper handlebars, because that was one way that you indicated that you were an outlaw, is if you had chopper handlebars. He ran the whole thing down to me that I put in this book. But the first 1% clubs, Roaring 20s, Road Rats. Roaring 20s, their 1% diamond was black on red. Road Rats was black on white. Skull Riders was white on black. President's Motorcycle Club, yellow on red. Gooses, the Galloping Gooses, purple on yellow. Angels, red on white. Vampires, green on white. Rattlers, that's the Frisco Rattlers, which eventually became the founders over there. The founder Heavy started the Soul Brothers, and the Frisco Rattlers was orange on white, and you notice the Soul Brothers is orange. Interesting, huh? That was their diamond. The Mofos white on green. So many. It's all right here. So that's where the 1% now. And then also the pagans have a story of creating the 1% diamond, which I don't know that story well enough. I don't remember it well enough to go into it here and not sound like a dumbass. But that's where it came from. Hopefully that answers your question, my friend.
Lavish, if you get an opportunity. I was gonna say, Lavish, if you have an opportunity to sit around Hero or any of those OGs and just don't ask questions, just let them talk, you get a bank full of knowledge. Wisdom.
Glad you focused that on me and not Black Dragon, because he won't know how not to not talk. Jason
just correcting me. Big Red one.
He'll just go on, cut the guy off and everything, man.
Jason just informed us, and I'm glad we got all these smart people on here. Big Red one is an Army unit, but Black Dragon is right that the 1st Marine Division are red diamond with a yellow one and a yellow outline. Well, thank you so much for correcting me on that. You hate to get military units wrong, but anyway, the police are watching this Satan's Choice. Ontario Provincial Police, the OPP's Biker Enforcement Unit, says it's keeping a watch on the resurgence of this motorcycle club. They're being vigilant about it, they said. They call them an OMG that once dominated Northern Ontario streets and appears to be making a comeback. Ontario Police, Provincial Police say that they're keeping a watch on renewed activities from Satan's Choice as several of the biker gangs continue to operate chapters across the north. They don't have to keep such a big watch on it, because all you got to do is just go to their Facebook page, and they are really reporting kind of exactly what they're doing, almost step by step. So it's not like you got to connect any dots or anything. They're very proud about it, very bold about it, and the club is growing large, like any club would do today in today's world. There are a lot of clubs that do big takeovers and big crossovers, and when that club was taken and split up, I mean, two clubs grew pretty big, pretty fast. The Outlaws and the Hells Angels, by taking all those members. So they always act like this is such a thing. I can't believe they're growing so fast. I can't believe they're taking in all these people. Like, yeah, if any club would grow like that, there's going to be problems. There'll be unchecked growth. Will bring some of the most undesirable people in. But if the club develops a strong social construct, those people will quickly be farted out, and what'll be left will be a hardcore club. So it's gonna, there'll be some growing pains, but I think they're gonna, nothing can check this kind of growth, especially for something that'd be so popular. The idea is popular. The idea of a club coming back, the idea of new leadership, the idea of a new growth. This motorcycle club is not going to be focusing on Harleys alone. You can ride anything, any kind of club.
Or nationality, right?
I don't know about or nationality. I don't know.
Somebody just said there's a lot of black people in the Saints Choice now, and probably more coming from the black clubs.
Jason Conway says the Satan's Choice has their diamonds on the front left side of the vest, and at the back of the vest to the right and left low side, their rockers state the region, and it says CMC. So yes, it states MC. Oh, okay. So it does have MC on it. somewhere. We didn't see that, but it's on there. So yeah, people are educating us. There are a lot of black men. Are there? I don't know if there are or ever were, but some people up there would know. There are a lot of black members in the choice now. Okay, now, and probably more coming from other black clubs. So if they've opened it up to black folks, and I talked to Harley, he didn't seem particularly like, it's not something we talked about, but he didn't seem particularly closed-minded about things.
Right.
I've seen that. I haven't seen too many people talk about it recently, but just slightly over a year ago, I seen, where they had different clubs bringing in, other races that they wouldn't typically have, brought in before. I haven't heard anything recently about it. So was that just a thing at that particular moment? Were they trying to prove a point? Were they trying to move in a different direction? It didn't work out. Have you been hearing anything of any clubs bringing in other races, which they wouldn't have done in the past?
Oh yeah.
Currently, still right now.
Yeah.
Like I say, I knew a little over a year. I seen a few different things and was hearing conversation about it, but it kind of went away.
I met the first black pagan in Georgia. I met the first black pagan in Georgia. So
how long ago was that?
Last year. It was last year.
Stuff. Okay.
Yeah, it was a big deal here, bro. The black 1%ers didn't like it very much at all. And so there were definitely some issues behind that.
Now, is it just one as of now that you know of, or has
no? I know of several.
Several now. Okay.
Yeah, I know of several, and not just the pagans. There have been several of the big clubs. I've heard rumors. I haven't met any black Hells Angels or even seen any. I've heard rumors, and there'd be Dominican ones and stuff like that look black to me, but we we shall see how long that goes on. I don't know if the choice are doing that or not. Canada never really had the same race issues that we have, so I don't know. We accept all walks of life, baby. No rats, no goose. That's all. So he says we, so he must be a Satan's choice person. So here you have it right here. We accept all walks of life, baby. No rats, no goofs. I have learned that goofs is a prison term. And if somebody calls you a goof, that's like the worst thing you can call somebody. That's like calling a black person
Black Dragon. Let me ask you this, because you're talking about goofs. And I'm thinking about this. Did one of the viewers call you a goof? Because he inboxed me and said, "I'm so sorry. I'll never do that again." This happened in the last 2 weeks. Happened in the last 2 weeks.
It did.
I don't remember what it was, but because I didn't see it, I was in class. But he sure got in contact with me and was like, "I did not know." I can't remember what it was, but you know what it is because you remember the conversation.
I do. Yes,
well, he said
did apologize.
He did. Okay, yeah. He said, "I did not know. I felt so bad. I felt so stupid." I forgot what he said, but
he was just joking at the time. But here we use the word goofy, and sometimes we use it as a compliment. Boy, you being goofy. We can use it as a compliment, but you don't want no word like goof because it's.
I don't call guys goofy.
It's like I know you. I mean, in there it's a prison term. It's like calling a black person a ban, BAN.
Yeah.
The BAN word. Somebody calls you that.
I know it, but
Somebody calls you that. You ready to get down? You're ready to go. If someone calls you a ban, it's over. So that's what the goof word is about. So, and I've turned it comes from prison. It's the worst. It's like calling you a punk. And I think goof means literally get out or fight. So either run or fight. I think that's what it literally means. Get out or fight. I think someone sent me that. They're really pushing a brand, not just the MC, but support clubs and an RC. Pretty interesting. I think they even got like truck clubs and stuff. Like they are pushing a brand.
Yeah,
you know,
he's pushing. He's pushing. He's
how the
pushing.
Rough
He's doing
Riders
his
used to
thing.
do it. Yeah, you know how the Rough Riders had everything, cars,
Yeah.
dogs.
They had clothes.
Yeah. And had music.
Lulu says Choice will have OPP, RCMP, local, and probably even CSIS all over them. Harley is already well known within police services in his area. He's a previous multiple pin timer. Wow, this is no surprise. Well, he may have been a multiple pin timer, like penitentiary. He's been in penitentiary. I don't know about multiple times. Twice that I read of. One, he got 5 years. Sleazy Devil says, good morning, y'all. Getting in late, pretty new here. I love the channel. Y'all keep running strong. Oh, yeah. Thank you about that, man. We appreciate that. Harley is not a thug for life type or speaks with a fake accent. I think they're going to do some interesting thing. Correction on First Marine Diamond. It is blue with a red one. Yes. Same shape diamond that the 1% used. That's because it was designed by an ex-Marine in 1958. And I have the original drawing of the Hells Angels, the diamond that the Hells Angels first created. And it looks just like the big red one. No, I keep saying big red one. It looks like that diamond. Here it is right here. Here's a picture of it. Right here. Here's a picture of it right here. Here's the first original diamond drawn by the Hells Angels. And here are the clubs and the colors of their diamonds. So the Rattlers, orange on white, Vampires, green on white, Hells Angels, red on white. It's all right here. This was the first drawing of that diamond and what it looked like and when they had the meeting. And big shout out to the Hells Angels for not only being responsible for, but also preserving our club history. So there you go. That's what it looks like if you ever wanted to know. And if you look at that Marine diamond, it looks almost exactly like it. So that you're looking at the first 1%er diamond right here. Yeah. Anyway.
A Swole, I believe you're right. Swole that said, isn't Rough Riders an association, not an MC?
It depends on what Rough Rider you ask, because in some places, Rough Riders operate exactly like an MC.
But they don't wear the MC
and everything. No,
they don't wear the MC patch.
But a whole lot of MCs don't wear the MC patch.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's why I get away from so much the rah-rahing, because a lot of the rah-rahs just aren't right. To give back to the communities, that's something that we do see a lot in motorcycle clubs, especially Satan's Choice. A lot of people have personally told me, you wouldn't believe how many people write me about this Harley Gwendon guy. And so many people have personally told me about things he has done to help them personally in a charity kind of way, in a charitable way, and things he's done for kids. And so, you know, he's like a lot of guys that have interesting backgrounds. Like on one side, they're Robin Hood. On the other side, they're, the sheriff of Nottingham is trying to get him. So,
Captain Saberho said there's a couple of black pagans in Michigan.
Yeah, I'm looking at
I heard
that.
They were there. I hadn't seen them myself. I don't even know what city they are. If I'm not mistaken, if he's in there, I want to say near Lansing.
K Black says a black pagan. That's interesting. Not really. I know black. I Dominican, says B. Lou. I know black. If your skin is black, bro, you black to me. I don't think Satan discriminates. I don't know. I have BD in Luxembourg. Let's see. We only have one black MC in Canada that I'm aware of. No, there's two. There's Los Gypsies, which are very close friends of mine. Chrome out there. Those are incredible folks. But isn't there a black 1% club or a mixed 1% club, a new one called One Order? Biker News Canada, aren't they black? or they got a lot of blacks in them. I think you only have one all-black motorcycle club, which is Los Gypsies. Hell of a club up there, man. And I plan on riding up there to see them. We need to go up there when they
Yeah,
let
we were supposed to go. We were supposed to go to the Iron Range, man. We were supposed to go ride with the HA.
We're not going to the Iron Range in October. We'll freeze our asses off. We have to wait till the spring, bro. If we're going riding. You want to ride up there now? From the U.S.
I got a cast on my leg.
I rode with a cast on my leg.
It ain't on my brake. It's not on my right leg. It's on my shifter leg.
I have to tell you that I could not ride a motorcycle. My friend gave me his wife's 3-wheeler because I couldn't. That shifting thing was hell. From the U.S. Choice for Life, growing and taking over the world. So look, Zane Calloway.
Hey, Swole said he ran into a black pagan who was the sergeant at arms in Maryland.
There you go. So the pagans got black folks in them, it seems. Or I've heard. I actually personally met one. So I met one. Biker News Canada. I saw your live with Satan's Throttle. That was cool. Yeah, Biker News Canada is doing big things these days. Zone Calloway. Hell yeah, brother. SFF. Choice for CFF, Choice Forever. I can't remember what CFFC is. Choice Forever, Forever Choice. Yeah, Choice Forever, Forever Choice. Support your local 193. Okay, I got it. Here in Canada, we call goof. You best step up if you get caught a goof. If you don't, then a goof you shall be treated like. That's ugly, bro. That's ugly. Don't be called a goof, whatever you do, man.
Hey, Black Dragon, question. Where did the numbers come from?
What numbers?
Yeah.
And when you number a club, the club has a name and a number.
Sure. So the number typically is some form of the alphabet. So like the HAs are often called 81 because the H is 8 letters in, ABC. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So H is 8 letters in, and the A is 1 letter in, so it's 81. But it doesn't have to be like that. Pagans are 16s, but it doesn't have to be like that because, like, if you look at if it was Black Sabbath, it would be 214, and that's a hell of a lot. 214. So other clubs will do it like this. So Black, BLACK, right? So they'll do it like that, and then Sabbath has 7 letters in it. So instead of 214, it would be 57. So you'll see some clubs, if they got like this long ass thing, and it'd be like 399 would be the number. Instead, they'll just count the numbers of their name. And so Black Sabbath was 57 instead of 214. 57 sounded a lot better than 214. So that's why.
Okay.
So that's where the numbers come from.
Letter L is Logic L is the 12th letter, I believe.
Yeah. So instead of Logic 12, I guess you could call yourself 12, or you could call yourself LOGIC. You could call yourself 5. It could be 5.
My number is 357.
Listen, bro, nobody's fighting with you over what your number is.
Right.
You can have whatever number you want, bro.
357.
Ain't that your? Lavish, you can get with that number, can't you?
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay. Because he got his rights back and stuff. So there you go.
Man, that ain't got nothing to do with no group. Ain't got nothing to do with no gun, man.
Have nothing to do with a gun.
Ain't got nothing to do with no gun, man.
Am I lost?
Yeah, you lost.
Man.
I'm lost. Oh man, I feel like the grandfather.
That has nothing to do with a pew pew.
Many MAs operate with positions and some of the same protocols as MCs do in the chapter level organization. MAs, motorcycle associations. Okay, I'm catching up. I ran into a black pagan. Okay. Oh, yeah. Am I that far back?
Yes, you are.
Damn.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, you are. Yes, sir.
So some OMCs use the date they were established too. Yeah.
Okay.
Some will use the date for the number. So the numbers basically are a different way to say the club name, some kind of variation that they put. And it used to be to hide who the club was until people started, like you could use 81 instead of that. And at first people didn't know what it meant, but then as the internet came about, there's no secrets. And a lot of times what clubs will do is they'll use that number and so only members can have Hell's Angels on them. So you'll see their support gear will say support 81. So you can tell the difference between a member and a supporter, because a supporter won't have a damn thing on it that says Hell's Angels particularly. It'll say 81, which is, so that's what all that kind of stuff is for. Anyway, the history of the club, this club has a long history. It goes back. So what we know is that they're watching them. They're keeping a renewed watch on them. Anytime there's an emerging outlaw motorcycle gang, we take note. We want to know who they are. Is there going to be a problem? Is there going to be violence? Is there going to be associated criminal activity with it? The unit has operated, this biker unit, gang unit has operated for about 30 years. We've seen Hell's Angels and other outlaw motorcycle gangs involved in every crime from white collar to blue collar, homicide, human trafficking, importing, but none of that so far has been associated with the Satan's Choice at this point. But they because they call themselves one percenters and they're reassuming the 1%, and they're going that way in the lifestyle. Of course, they're going to be watching them very closely. Prior to them being a sword into the Hells Angels and what was known as in the biker world as a patchover, in the early 2000s, certain Satan's Choice was regarded as one of Ontario's most powerful motorcycle gangs. Satan's Choice has always been an all-Canadian club, not anymore. And its leader was international boxer Bernie Gwendon, and this is Bernie Gwendon here. He's now 80-something years old, suffers from dementia, and his son, Harley Gwendon, is taking care of him. Gwendon would serve roughly 15 years in prison for an indecent assault on a minor and then for drug trafficking. I've heard a lot of stories about this, and a lot of people that don't like this club don't like it for this man. They don't like it because he got 15 years for a decent assault on a minor. I've heard a lot of stories about this, and not everything. It seems to, there are pros and cons of this story, and it might not necessarily be everything that meets the eye is what actually happened. This past August, a former Hells Angels member, Gwendon's son, Harley, as we know, announced on social media that he had relaunched the club and planned to open chapters across Canada. One of the big things that people that hate this guy, and I got as many people hitting me up with news and stuff, that letters and all kinds of shit, man. They're sending me all kinds of proof of this and proof of that. And my thing is, if you want to cover that, but you don't want to come on the show, but you want me to do your dirty work, it ain't happening. But I definitely look up stuff. But there's many people that hate him for his prison terms, this, that, and the other. But there are so many other people that write about all the great things that he's done, especially when you're talking about charity and things like that. So definitely a person with two sides. And so it says here, Harley has also done several stints behind bars, and it says several stints there. But you click on it, it doesn't go anywhere. All right, verify. Let's see, what do you get here? If we slide that there, no, it won't give it to us. But anyway, in 2007, he was convicted of assault causing bodily harm, forcible confinement, and extortion with a firearm, and sentenced to 5 years in prison. He was caught up in the Project Kingfisher in 2012, and he was arrested on charges of drug trafficking. In Northern Ontario, one of the most well-known clashes between Satan's Choice and law enforcement was December 1996, where they tried to explode a bomb next to the police station. Damn.
Wow.
Shit, they wasn't playing around.
They ain't playing, bro.
They had no care in the world. Yeah.
Your boys they got pissed off at the police, and they were gonna explode someplace else, but two Satan's Choice members were convicted of making the bomb, and a Sudbury biker was found guilty of obstruction of justice. The bomb exploded in a walkway beside the police station. No one was injured, but it put a hole in the wall. And these are big ass walls to put holes in. This is what they call a walkaway. And this is the same one where the bomb was exploded. The main suspect, Michael Dubé, maybe a Sudbury member of Satan's Choice, died by suicide in jail while awaiting trial. Yeah, he died by suicide. Yeah, you blow up a police station and you die by suicide in jail. Yeah. Police said the station was targeted.
Man. It happens a lot. That happens a lot, man.
Yeah, Sandra Bland and others. Police said the station was targeted after members of the gang were refused service at a local strip club, leading to a standoff with the cops. The bomb was originally meant for that strip club, but later it was redirected to the police station at the last minute. I guess they got more pissed off at the cops and the bomb. Better that it blew up there, because if it had blown up at that nightclub or whatever, it would have been that strip club. It probably would have been very bad. And these guys were tough. They're going to blow up a whole damn strip club with all them people in it. Social media posts show new chapters for Satan's Choice popping up in cities including Sudbury, Thunder Bay, Oshawa, Hamilton, now all over the place. So this is the Thunder Bay Satan's Choice right here. For an example, this is an example of social media posts made by Satan's Choice leader Harley Gwindon depicting the new chapter locations. Very interesting. So then they go on to say there are several outlaw gangs operating in the north, and they're throwing Satan's Choice right in there with all of them. Wade said police are aware of Satan's Choice resurgence and potential for conflict with rival clubs. We will prioritize our focus on as it's needed. If there's violence, especially violence affecting the public, police are going to be all over it. My suggestion would be that other motorcycle gangs would like to avoid attention so they can operate their crimes underground quietly. So by and large, I would suggest that we're well prepared to curb violence if it does start. He also said that outlaw biker gangs often recruit new members with criminal underground by targeting a specific area. Okay, and all of that normal stuff. Outlaw motorcycle gangs have a 1% mentality, which means they're 1%. Okay, we know that. He added these groups will also look to recruit people who hold similar views. We see the patches. I mean, we know they're doing rides and having events as well as involved in crime, and we're investigating it. That's about the best they can do. So that's what's going on. Motorcycle gangs often sell merchandise and patches and sport gear depicting their respective logos. Something Wade said people make a mistake to think they're harmless as wearing a shirt to support a local sport team without understanding the real risks. There are real risks with wearing support gear. You can get your ass kicked if you're in the wrong place. Just keep that in mind. We've had instances of members of the public wearing support shirts or sweaters or jackets, and they get attacked for it violently. So if you're going to wear support gear, wear it to your local place that you're supporting, and then go straight home. Don't be messing around. So anyway, that's that story. Here's your Satan's Choice, and they're out there getting it, man. They're making it bigger. Now, Harley Gwindon's father, Bernie Gwindon, was actually like the second founder. The Choice had an original founder, and the Choice basically got shut down by another motorcycle club that was beating up everybody. I think they were called the Popeyes. And Bernie Gwindon got a whole bunch of clubs together and reopened under the name Satan's Choice after getting permission from the founder. So their protocol was followed in opening up that motorcycle club and making it move and do its thing. Interesting story. We're watching it. We get to see it unfold because it's very much on the news, and also Harley Gwindon is very pissed off. And Harley Gwindon, how did this whole thing happen? Harley Gwindon took a leave of absence to go and take care of his father, who has dementia. And when he decided to come back to the club, 2 members would not vote him back in. And he was very upset about it and became very public about it. And eventually something happened where they moved his status to out bad. So now when you're out bad, you have no voice. You can't say anything. I can tell you this from experience. You have no voice. You can't say anything. You can't get a fair trial, nothing. And so this guy had a strong social media presence, so he didn't have to be voiceless. Clubs are finding out that the old tactics that they would use to shut people down and make them voiceless don't work anymore. So he didn't have to be voiceless. He started letting his voice be heard, and then he made the decision that he was going to restart his dad's club, and that decision is incredibly popular among Canadians. Actually, it's like huge. It's like huge to have, because all of their major clubs were gone. And now to have this indigenous club come back, and with the roots of Canadianism in it, and it's from here, it's us, it's part of us, it's our history. We ain't taking no orders from America or Australia or whatever other place where clubs come from. This is our own thing. It's exploded. And that's going to be hard to cap, the whole idea. So he got very vocal about it. The other thing he told me in the interview was his father was out bad too. His father made a statement on the news, and that statement, if I remember, was something like, "Just because you're Hell's Angels doesn't mean you're solid," or something like that. Which we would say something like that. Not everybody that wears your patch is your brother. That could be considered a very negative ass thing. So when he said that, I think they put him out bad for that. Being out bad. So should he have said it? Harley Quinn said, no, he shouldn't have said it. But being out bad means all the things that this man did, he gets no funeral, no Hell's Angels funeral. And Bernie said, or Harley said about his father, Bernie, there ain't no way in hell. I love my dad. I honor my dad. I respect my dad. And there ain't no way in hell he's not going to get a funeral. But now he's going to get a Satan's Choice funeral. And man, I see nothing but honorable shit there. To me, that's honorable. But I've had people write me and say he doesn't care about his dad and all that. And, how do you know? So, but, people that know him. I don't know him. I just know what he told me. And I found him to be quite focused when he was speaking. He didn't seem like a crazy kind of person to me. I was going to say that word, but I realize it's not a good word to say. But anyway, that's that story.
We only covered the Indian thing for like 5 minutes. Oh,
let's talk about it.
We don't got time now, man.
Real quick.
Not at an hour.
Polaris is selling Indian motorcycle majority stake. They're getting rid of it. Today, Polaris announced a decision to separate its motorcycle brand, Indian Motorcycle, from the business and go back to selling. What they want to sell is those side-by-sides and off-road vehicles. They only made $450 million last year on these bikes, and they believe by separating it into its own company, it'll make $50 million more next year.
So they're not getting rid of the brand; they're just separating it.
They're selling.
They're selling off the major. They're selling off the majority ownership.
Yeah,
it's still going to make it. They're just going to have a new buyer.
Yes, and they're selling it to an investment group, to Carlwood LP, independent private equity firm.
I don't know if I like that or not. Like
I know, because it's owned. Well, you still got to have you a president and CEO and all that stuff, but the company will be now owned by an equity firm. Equity firm has only been around since 2014. Not saying that's not a long time, but now you have a money market money going into this to the Indian motorcycle company.
I wonder if that's going to be one of those things that they hold on to and then to another company buy it, or another motorcycle company pick it up. The reason I'm only and I'm thinking about it, since y'all just brought it up, I haven't looked into it. How does this affect owners moving forward, do it affect them as far as production on parts and things of that nature?
So now they say it's not going to affect them at all, because they're going to keep making the parts, and then this company, when it takes over, they're going to keep. They're giving the new company, their two of the manufacturing plants and the manufacturing and design plant over in Switzerland or wherever the hell it is, and they're going to give them all the engineers and 900 employees and all this kind of stuff. So,
and it's an American company. It's an they're based out of LA. I think it's LA. Where's it? Did I see that? Where are they based out of?
I don't know. It's
an American company. I pulled up. Soon we talked about this. I pulled it up. They're based out, LA. They're headquartered out of Los Angeles, California.
So Indian Motorcycle has contributed $478 million to Polaris revenue over a 12-month period, and that's only 7% of Polaris overall revenue in that time frame. So they expect that they will get $50 million more dollars just by separating. They get to focus on making the off-road vehicles. These guys will focus on the Indian Motorcycle. They'll get to keep 900 employees in engineering, design, and manufacturing. They'll also get the Spirit Lake, Iowa, and Monticello, Minnesota manufacturing facilities, as well as the Industrial Design and Technology Center in Bergdorf, Switzerland, will be continued to be part of Indian. They're going to keep a small part of the company, but during the transition, Indian Motorcycle said it will continue to provide service, sales, and support to dealers and customers. After the sale is finalized, the new Indian Motorcycle Company will continue to sell motorcycle parts, accessories, and garments through the already established dealer network. We might not see anything. It might just be smooth.
So Indian's is a Swiss company. It's not an American company.
It's an American company, but they have their design
manufacturing in Switzerland.
Their design team is in Switzerland.
But you said the manufacturing plants in Switzerland.
No, I said the manufacturing facilities are in Minnesota and Monticello, Iowa, Spirit Lake.
Okay.
And their Industrial Design and Technology Center is in Bergdorf, Switzerland. Yeah. So under Polaris, however, which I think brought them in like 2000 or something like that, 1999.
That's when they got rid of Indian. Not Indian, Victory.
No, they didn't get rid of Victory till 2017, I think.
Oh, okay.
Under Polaris ownership, the investment Indian Motorcycle has been reestablished as a celebrated brand and a major player in the global motorcycle market. So, yeah, if you have one, those are some badass motorcycles. So anyway, we'll see what happens with that story, man. They're gone. They'll be gone. Who is Carwood LP? That's interesting. Founded in 2014, like you said, an independent multi-strategy private equity firm based in Los Angeles. Per the press release boilerplate, the firm's objective is to acquire a diverse portfolio of assets with significant repositioning potential. See, they don't know shit about motorcycles.
No. It's like BlackRock. That's why I believe Lavish said what he said. It's an equity firm. If they're not doing good in a season, they're gonna dump them.
Yeah.
And to let you know, equity firm can collapse a company.
Yeah.
When you're owned by an equity firm and the only thing they're looking at is the bottom line, man. That's all they're looking at. They're not interested in, they don't know nothing about building motorcycle culture unless somebody in there rides a motorcycle.
Yeah. I hope they got some motorcycle people left. Motorcycle enthusiasts in the company.
That's why it'd be interesting with the senior stockholder is going to be an equity firm. So what are they going to do about the senior positioning? That's where your planning, all that comes in, and how the company is going to be ran with your senior positioning, CEO, CFO, chief designer, marketing, and all that. The equity firm is going to say, "What's the bottom line?"
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll liquidate.
Y'all ain't making
we'll liquidate, and it'll be a wrap.
Final story: Thug Riders. What's next for 14 members of the motorcycle club accused of federal crimes? October 13, a trial date has been set for members of the Thug Riders Motorcycle Club accused of conspiring to commit violent crimes in Ohio and Kentucky. The gang is scheduled to go to trial on October 20th. That's just coming up, man, just a few days. This date will not be changed unless there are extraordinary circumstances presented in a written motion, wrote U.S. Southern District of Ohio Judge Michael Newman. 14 members of the club are facing a combination of racketeering, conspiracy, assault, and attempted assault charges. As of October 13th, 6 members have pleaded guilty: Jared Tyler Peters, Matthew Hawkins, Michael Seth Henry, Joseph Radar, Justin Baker, and Cody Hughes. Henry was sentenced to 30 months in prison. Radar was sentenced to 15 months in prison and a year of probation. Brandon Fisher had a change of plea hearing scheduled for October 7th, but the outcome of the hearing wasn't available today. The remaining members facing charges are Juan Robles, Joey Marshall, John Smith, Norman Beach, Daniel Hutton, Michael Reese, and Brent Eagleston. The Thug Riders are accused of participating in violent crimes in Dayton, Ohio, Huber Heights, Harrison, TWP, Springfield, Logan County, London, Ohio, and Lexington, Kentucky. Damn, they've been out there doing that damn thing, bro. The Thug Riders were reportedly involved in a deadly shooting of 43-year-old Joseph Nicholson in Harrison, TWP on September 26, 2021. Also allegedly had shootouts and gunfights with other motorcycle clubs in Springfield and Lexington. According to federal court records, members detonated an explosive device in a former member's truck in Huber Heights. We covered every one of those stories. In May 2021, after the former member left the club without paying the $1,000 exit fee and didn't surrender his motorcycle to the club, he was like, man, F that. I'm not giving you my truck and my car. Get the hell out of here and my $1,000 to leave you mofos. They blew up his truck. Robles helped create the Dayton chapter of the Thug Riders and was Midwest regional boss at the time of the incident, according to the attorney's office. Other leaders, including Marshall and Eagleston, Fisher and Reese, Peters, Beach, and Smith, reportedly also held leadership roles previously. So they're going after them. They're going to take them back to court. That's what's next. They're going to court in about a week, man. And those that didn't plead, I wonder if the guys who did plead will be facing them as folks who like are testifying against them or something.
Oh, it was a Thug Rider sighting in my city a few weeks ago.
Sighting?
Yeah.
Are like they've moved in?
No, sighting just meaning we just seen them. I've seen them. A couple people seen them. I mean, when you get stuff like that, man, you just pay attention. Don't know, we want to know what you're doing here.
Yeah, I found that out, man. That is such a different place, Detroit. It is just different, bro. It is not like anything I've really ever seen. It's just really, really different.
Yeah.
Hey, we want you guys to give us some thumbs up. It's likes are very easy. They don't cost nothing. We don't ask for any money or anything. It's just give us that thumbs up, and we would absolutely appreciate it. We just need a second here for this public service announcement.
Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate some freaking money.
Man, I love doing that. It's just so much fun. Hey, it actually works. I've seen Mike Ball use it 1,000 times. But anyway, District 2 candidate, sir, how's the
I had to get a cast put on, man.
Holy shoot.
Yeah, man. I had to get a cast put on yesterday. They took me off that boot. And they said, man, I gotta wear this cast for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, that's it. Used to be 6 weeks back in the day.
2 weeks, and then they're gonna put me back in the boot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does it hurt anymore?
The thing about it is it don't necessarily it's a discomfort. Let me say that more than a hurt. It's a discomfort.
Okay.
Yeah, a big inconvenience. it don't really hurt. It's just a discomfort for the most part.
What's up to Sydney, Australia? Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Wow. Okay. So how's the campaign going though? Other than that,
Hey man, listen, it's still going. You know, I still gotta improvise and do things. The bad thing about it is, man, when you have to depend on other people. I ain't never been really a person to depend on nobody but myself. So I know that I can't get the people are not gonna have the same passion that I have for something. You might get a couple people that'll help today if they free, man. But I got it's 3 weeks from today before the election, man. 3 weeks.
So are we gonna do the election watch here? Are we gonna do that? Are we gonna do the election watch?
That's gonna be boring, man. The results ain't gonna come in until about maybe 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night.
Okay, so we don't need to do an election watch.
No, it ain't gonna be like the presidential election where they keep flashing it at the bottom and they got the polls on the screen on the news. They ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that here. They might, I think the last election that they didn't even mention it until like the end of the election, till after the polls closed or whatever.
Okay.
Oh man.
I thought maybe we needed to gather up and
hey man, I'm trying to gather up and be out this cash, man. 2 weeks, give me 1 week without this cash for election day. And they telling me, hey man, listen, you ain't gonna be able to walk around, man, like you need to, because of your injury. So I won't have a boot on and shoot, we'll be in my golf cart.
They want us to do a 24-hour live on your election night. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Kay Black says, I hope you win.
I hope I do too, man.
Then changed her little profile, her profile picture and stuff. Got the long hair running down her back and stuff. Okay, we see you, Kay. We see you, Kay.
I want to use this cash for them sympathy votes, man. Let them know I'm still out here. I'm still out here limping it off. Little scooter and everything.
What do you got going on, preacher? What do you got? You just rode to the thing. You just got on your motorcycle and rode and everything. And
yeah, the only thing we got going on now, we're getting back out into the streets, going out and serving the homeless, like we do. I'm gonna turn it up for the rest of the year. Probably gonna try to go out every other week for the rest of the year.
You have donations? Do you have like a donation pool? Like here, I don't know what y'all call it, but we got like Forgotten Harvest. We got Gleaners. We got like these different food bank places that donate food to different organizations, and then they push them out to to the community. Like me, I was working with a guy in my city, and what he'll do, he'll get like so much food and he'll distribute it out to different people, such as myself and others, and I'll take it back to my car wash or back to my neighborhood, and I'll push it out and feed the people that need it or want it.
Right.
It could be anything from it. It could be, 1 week it might be some hand sanitizer. Another week it could be food. It can be vegetables. It can be perishables. It can be frozen foods. You just never know. But every week, I think I was doing it. I think I was doing it on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, I was doing something. Giving out stuff. So I didn't know if you was doing this out your pocket or if you had one of those organizations that was giving you stuff to feed the community.
But no, we back in the day we had got a bad taste for some of them organizations. Some of the people that were receiving those food, they weren't doing right with it. We have direct connection with a lot of the homeless shelters here, and then they'll come and tell me, some of the food that comes to our center, they'll give us some, and then the people would take it home and not serve them. So we took it upon ourselves that we're going to serve the food. We gather together, we'll get donations, or we just come out of our pockets and we'll get the food. We either have it catered or we'll cook it ourselves. And we be on boots on ground out there serving the people. That way
you're catering the homeless people? You're catering? They get catered food?
Through my organization, yes.
Wow.
I don't know about nobody else's, but through mine, yes.
No, I mean that's not uncommon. You know, we got kitchens and places that
Yeah.
they do that. You know,
And these are real people, Black Dragon. I mean, why not? These are people.
right.
The main thing that I teach other people, when you come out with the porch, come out with love, because I show them how when people come out there just throwing them food or just not really caring about what they serve them, they're not going to eat it.
I don't know.
care.
I don't know if
you
I'm
know.
catering. I'll stew up some soup.
I
for
mean,
'em.
because you gotta look
No,
at it like this,
no.
man. These
I'll
people,
make 'em
man,
some
listen,
soup.
No.
these
You
people
feed,
got
you serve
unfortunate.
them what you eat.
Right, yeah. Some of these people, it's just unfortunate they in situations. It's an
Right.
organization here
You cater
in
steaks
Detroit.
out there, do you? Steaks
No,
and
no.
lobster.
People, everybody that's
I've
doing
done steaks,
bad.
not lobster.
Listen,
Damn.
everybody that's doing bad is not doing bad because they're not trying.
Right.
Everybody's doing bad. You know, you got some people that's just screwed up temporarily, man. And you know, a little gratitude goes a long way, man. We got an organization here in Detroit, New Era Detroit. They go out here and they rent a whole hotel
Oh wow.
and they
Mhm.
give the homeless people a place to stay. And
For
they
the night.
give people resources,
Mhm.
you know, and they
Mhm.
feeding. And it's not like it's a lot of these organizations that back up their word, man. But I can
Right.
speak for this one particular organization in Detroit, New Era Detroit, my guy Zeke, man, and they got different chapters. I don't know if he called it chapters that's in different areas, man. And they boots to the ground and they for real out here about helping the community, man.
Yeah.
And they feeding these people. And it's not like they just doing it out of pity. They're actually giving these people a chance to feel like humans again.
Absolutely.
And that stuff goes a long way, man. Because you just never know why a person is down. You don't know why a person's in a
And
position.
also, I was just teaching this to a gentleman at the cigar lounge last Friday. We have adopted a thing that when we serve, if we're not in the homeless center, we're out in one of the biggest parks in the southern half of Dallas is Keith's Park. We'll go to the park rec center and we just serve everybody. And say, well, you don't know if these people can go buy food for themselves. And I say, you don't know if they can, because you can be in a big house, you can have a nice car and no food in the cabinets.
Yes, you can.
So we serve. The idea is just to go out there and be of service. And like Lavish said, it's not always food. We'll go out there with sanitary packs. That's what we call them. And that's all your necessities, your socks, your toothbrushes, your this, your that. You know, we'll go out with whatever we're led to serve. But Black Dragon, when we serve food, one thing our shout here at the porch is we love and we serve, and we do it porch style. When we go out and serve, whatever the team comes up with is what we're going to cook. If they want to come up with lasagna, we're going to cook lasagna. If they want to come up with chicken breast, stuffed breast, chicken breast, we're going to cook that. We don't just go out there and just give them food just to say, okay, we did our due diligence. No, that's no love. Like Lavish was saying, these people go out there and they serve. I speak on my organization, but there's a lot of people that do the same. And then there are other people that I did my duty this year. I gave somebody a dried up bread sandwich with cold cheese.
I went out on Thanksgiving Day and I went to the soup kitchen for an hour and a half.
And I did my due diligence for the year.
That is part. You can't don't down them people.
No, but
no, I'm just saying the difference in
no,
what
are you doing
do.
it because you genuinely this is you, or are you doing it because it makes
I'm
you
called
feel
to
good?
this.
Because you can donate and you can help people and still be selfish to a degree.
Absolutely.
You're doing it because you're doing it for yourself to make yourself feel good. You're not doing it because you really care, because you really want to be out here in the community, because you're really concerned. You're doing it to say, hey, guess what, Black Dragon? I went out here on Thanksgiving Day from 8 to 9 or 8 to 10, and I served these people, and it was cool. It was fun. And now I'm back home with my family doing my own thing. And the next time they do it is the following year, where you have people that do things throughout the year. They're constantly doing it throughout the year. This is not just a photo op.
Right. So that's what we're gonna do this weekend, and it doesn't matter who comes, who doesn't come. I have things like next year we're planning our Thanksgiving event when we serve 500 meals, plates of food. We're going to do dual locations. We're going to do one here in Dallas, and we're going to do it at the same time up in my home and up in Syracuse, New York. But I connected with the people up there. If we can do it in multiple locations, we'll do it in multiple locations.
We want to send some love out to Kay Wayne, our producer, and that's been with us so many years.
Right,
Kay Wayne lost his dog last night, man, and I can tell you as a dog lover, woo, when you lose your buddy, man, it hurts. I lost Hope Magda Charity Wargall, mighty dog of dog, the benevolent, great, magnificent conqueror, the lion-hearted bunch, the first conquering dog of the tribe of Judah, elect of God a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then we lost Braveheart a couple of years ago. So it's just very painful. Kay Wayne, we definitely feel your pain on that and send you our condolences. Also, remember that young man that we had on the show that shot back at the guy that ran over the lady on the motorcycle? He was arrested recently for that shooting, where he was a hero. He turned out to get arrested by the police. He just committed suicide, I'm told.
Damn.
He had a bad. I feel so bad for this because he's been in touch with me throughout the whole time he's been in jail, and I just didn't have the money to get him out. I didn't know him, and I didn't have the money to get him out of jail. For some reason, he keyed in on me, and he called me from jail many times, and we talked, and I was hoping that I was telling him good things, and it was very difficult for him to get out of jail. His wife left him, all kinds of things, and then he finally got out, and I'm told by his people, they sent me messages to say, we wanted you to know, since he had definitely made a connection with you, that he's gone. And he was such a positive young man. I always liked him as I was getting to know him, and I wish there may have been something I could have done, but he's gone now from what I've heard. And I called his number just the other day to make sure, and of course there was no answer, and I guess he's gone now. So
Damn.
Young man. But anyway, after that, I guess that's it for today. So, young man, we'll let you get up out of here first.
Hey, Lavish T. Williams, and I'm out of here, man, with a broke leg. I mean, that's all I got, man. I got a broke leg. I'm out of here. I got 3 weeks to go. I got some studying to do today, and yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Y'all be safe. Y'all be careful, man.
All right, young man. Be well.
All right now.
I remember this one kid.
Yo, what's up, everyone? This your boy Logic over here. Keep it logical. Listen. I know we talked about it just briefly at the end of the show. If you have never had the opportunity to go out and serve someone else and really want to experience, get out there, get connected with a nonprofit, get connected with a church, and go out there and love on someone that, watch this, that cannot repay you. Your heart will be warm. Hey, and when you do it, get on twos and go do it. Get on threes, get in your car and go do it, and ride hard, ride safe, and always ride on faith. Keep it logical. Peace.
And it's your boy Black Dragon. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, tomorrow, same bad time, same bad channel. We'll do this again. Make sure to hit that like button. The like button is free. Make sure to donate to the cause. We're looking for new members. Please become a member. Help us out here, man. We need you, man. Love, love, love. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, hey, get skinny. Hey, I'm stuck at 310. I don't know why. I'm stuck at 310, 309, 310. I can't get under. I can't get down to like 305 or something where I need to be. I'm trying to get back to 300, man. 300, and then, to my goal weight of 250. I'm stuck at this 309, 310 business. It just, Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and get skinny. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book. If you are seeking clarity about issues stemming from problems or crises occurring within your motorcycle club, then set up a consultation with Black Dragon. Black Dragon has over 30 years of experience in the motorcycle club world, having served as a national president of the 50-year-old Black Sabbath MC Nation for nearly 10 years. Black Dragon is a veteran negotiator, skilled in crisis management, conflict resolution, inter-club issues, press conferences, and club reputation management. You can set up an appointment to speak with him by phone at clarity.fm/black-dragon. Get the clarity you deserve to help make your MC the best place it can possibly be.
It's definitely a big issue for you too. But I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute. What's up, Mama Ro? We're talk about the 99s for a minute and what our responsibilities are and what we need to think about. Because if you don't